Let's go. On a bit of a winning streak. I think this is I've won 6 games in a row. Thank God, because I've been stuck at this rating for far too long. We get a 1783 from international. We don't know where. Gonna play a London, a boring London. Yes, I know. I'm working on some other openings to start trying out, namely the King's Gambit, but it's not quite ready to. I can go 92 here, or I can go c3. So I'm actually going to just see what happens when I go 92 first. So we just take this way and then we play c3. So yeah, looking at eventually using the King's Gambit or just some opening that kind of sets you up like. So I play the Scandinavian, for example, as black because you only have so many ways you can play against a Scandinavian. And the point is that if you know the opening better than your opponent, then you should find yourself in positions that are more comfortable for you. Theoretically, you should be winning more than you're losing. And that is the case for me. The London, though, is so known, so well known. Like people play it all the time. You don't really face the Scandinavian all that often. And so I want to play an opening that kind of like is less, like King's Gambit, you're not going to face a whole lot. And then if you know that opening better than your opponent, you're off to a good start, except that if you play e4, you're signing up to play any goddamn opening. They could respond in any way, which is what I don't like. Okay, d5. Sorry if anyone's watching on Twitch, my internet sucks, so it's probably lagging, but those on YouTube, I guess it won't matter. c3 seems kind of unnecessary. I don't need to play it just yet. And yes, I can go here. If he tries to hit me knight h5, I can just drop the bishop back, or I can give it to him. I don't really want to do that. I might just play h3 like I always do. Just take that away. Let's just calculate here. I always forget when this frickin' works. Let's just do it. I know that knight f3 is probably the best move here. It just sometimes leads to losing your bishop, and I don't like that. Or I go for this weird, like, bishop g5 or bishop e5, and then we counterattack the knight. And, like, in some lines that works, and in other lines it doesn't. Guys, to be honest, I'm, like, so in need to brush up on my openings. Kind of just winging it right now, but I don't think a lot of other people are studying seriously hard at this rating. That strikes me as kind of a slow move. I don't go bishop b5 ever, hardly ever anyways, so I'm just going to develop. I usually go bishop d3. So yeah, I'm just going to develop, and hopefully that can be used to our advantage. My opponent plays too many slow moves. Progressive stop texting me, dude. My car insurance keeps texting me. Surprisingly, we're doing all right on time. But, with these 15-minute games, there's really not an issue with time. If you got 10-second increment, you really shouldn't be getting too much in trouble, unless it's like ultra complicated positions and you gave yourself a minute in the end game. So let's take note. I have 4 pieces developed. My opponent has 1 piece developed. Now 2 pieces, so we're playing the white pieces, but we are ahead in development anyways because they wasted that move on a6. I'm not gonna say wasted necessarily, but probably c3 here just to stop knight b4, and we want to play c3 anyways. And then we're gonna come up with a plan. It's a boring London position, so I gotta come up with plans to slowly improve. And if just castles here, then I'd have to go back, and yeah, I'm not thrilled about that, so I'll go ahead and play it. Bishop could be coming out to d6, that's pretty typical. So I'm gonna go ahead and play c3. Didn't think too much about this, and also to be noted, the opponent's probably going to fianchetto their bishop. I think it'd be good to play at this point b5 if you played a6, so they'll probably go that way to fianchetto the light square bishop, because otherwise the bishop sucks. Kind of what's annoying when you play against d4 as black. Sometimes you just have this bishop that's stuck, and the whole game is like how to get your bishop out. All right, Couple options here. I usually just drop back. Sometimes I play 95. Not entirely sure when it's the best. If we play 95, obviously he can't take with a knight, otherwise he gets forked, so it's kind of just there. You could take with a bishop, and then I think pawn takes is kind of the way to go. Although, let's see. Here, 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 here. And then we're holding on to that, like, e5 pawn. And then we can kick the knight away. If it goes here, we would take it and open up the king side, but... Otherwise we go here, he could hit us with knight h5, and then we have to take, queen takes. I do tend to... I'm going to go with knight e5. Sometimes I like to stick a knight on e5. I know that when I play black against d4, I hate this. When my opponent plays 95 and after bishop d6, because I play bishop d6, I'm just like, ugh, kind of annoying. I think it's just two different ways to go about it. You can drop the bishop back, or you can play 95. And let me think, yeah, because like when I'm playing this, I don't typically take, but if I do, pawn takes is, I think it's usually the best move, and it is kind of annoying, to be honest. That pawn is a little bit annoying. Of course, you can try to go after it, but I should be able to hold on to it, and it's kind of annoying. So that's what we're going for. I'm gonna do pawn takes. This knight is pretty restricted, so I mean, this guy's got to move. I'm kicking him out, which is nice. If he goes here, oh boy, that might have been a mistake though. If it goes there, we can take. That's, thank God. So he's either going g4, in which case, g4, in which case, or there. Okay, knight here, knight f3, knight f3, knight f3. So yeah, I know that when I play against this as black, I really don't like this. Like, I really don't like when there's a pawn shoved in your position and you get all cramped. Like, look how cramped black is now. That is something I want to try to capitalize on. So I do want to hold on to this pawn, and if nothing else, if he wants to go after that pawn and take it, okay, but I'm going to make sure that something else takes that square. So let's add some more protection with knight f3, I guess. Knight f3, and then maybe he plays f6, and if that happens, what do I do? We just take knight. This knight is still restricted. We're all good there. This bishop is in prison. The queen doesn't have any squares to come out to, so really like this position so far. It's nothing crazy. I've had this plenty of times, but and then it's going to be a question of, like, he could castle and probably go f6, or even, I don't know, like... All right, so now, is he going to be able to win that pawn? I don't think so. After queen e2, we should be able to hold on to that pawn, and he's going to have to figure out a way to get untangled. So that's just, yeah, develop the queen, protect the pawn. Seems pretty obvious here. We're going to castle, connect the rooks. Our pieces are out and relatively happy. And it's just going to be about protecting that pawn, and then as of right now, the g7 pawn's weak. He'll probably go b5, and so I'll probably just go for, like, getting the rooks to the center to good columns, good files, and then we get to the point where the London system is the London system, and it's boring as hell, hard to find positional moves that slowly improve your position. So that's redundant what I just said. All right, so let's look for moves from my opponent. What is he gonna do? He can castle. If I were him, I would probably be castling and looking to play like f6. Because then he has like two center pawns and he's taking away my center pawn. Hopefully we'll have activity for that. I do want to make sure that that bishop stays inactive. because for the moment my bishop is way happier. And then yeah, let's just put my pieces on good squares. Really, I had someone comment on a YouTube video. I really liked the comment. They were saying it was in regards to the last video that I had, the last game that I played, where the opponent just like pushed their pawns and did terrible moves, and played a weird opening. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Sorry. It was in response to the Tyler 1 video I did, because Tyler 1 exclusively plays the cow opening, plays like weird openings, and then like he beats 1800, 1900 players. My argument was largely because those players are thrown out of theory and they like just don't know what to do really. And someone commented saying, when people play weird openings like that, I usually just put my pieces on good squares, take the center because they probably gave you the center, and just beat them that way. I think it's a pretty good outlook, because people can get really fancy, like they can get really aggressive when people play a weird opening. And like if you watch Naroditsky's videos, he faces that stuff all the time, and he's like, okay, this is garbage, but how do we like punish this? All right, interesting. I did not see that move. So he is removing one of the attackers from the e5 square. Sorry, obviously bishop back seems pretty good. It just controls all those squares from the knight, and then if he wants to jump in with knight e4, then it's a free pawn for us, and we'll just castle. So I don't see where else the knight would be going. Honestly, he is kind of opening up for his bishop, I guess, but here, and then if push is I think d4 is actually maybe a move. If pushes, then if we take, well, we gotta drop back. I think I don't see any other reasonable moves here, so let's just drop back to bishop c2. And in the road down the future, we might be able to get a queen bishop battery. Anyway, so I thought that was a good response to when people play really weird openings, is to not focus on like punishing them, but just like put your pieces on good squares where they have lots of activity, put your bishops on open diagonals, put your knights towards the center or in really good squares, get your rooks on the open files, get castled. Like, I feel like just literally doing that already gets you pretty damn high in elo, without, memorizing all the theory and without like looking for all these tactics. Sometimes it's just like put your pieces on good squares, and tactics will arise when you have, your pieces are active, they're out, and they're on good squares. That's where the tactics come. Anyways, I like that. And yeah, even now I'm not even calculating that much. So like, let's see. 94, if I takes, and then like you can't even, there's no rook coming to the open file yet, so that should be fine. But if he goes d4, all right, where's that queen going, huh? What's he looking to do? Why did he do that? He just wanted to get out of that. Ah, okay, he wants to play f6. Let's play f6, that when he takes, his queen isn't, so when I take, the queen isn't under fire. So we know that f6 is coming. Now we could think about going knight d4. And then obviously if he takes, then we have this nice pawn center for when f6 comes, but he doesn't need to take. And if he went f6 anyways, like, this is not good. That would not be good. I don't think it would. Let's just see. Here, takes. Well, hold on a sec. We can also throw this move in now. And then if he goes f6, takes. Kingside's pretty exposed there. Should I? Bishop g5. Does remove a defender here, so I gotta be careful, but here, takes. Bishop h6. Can't castle short. Is it worth it? I'm not sure there. Or I could just get castled. Let's see. Castles, f6. You know, if I take, probably queen takes. Then we could go here. Takes, knight takes, stick a knight on e5. That could be decent. If we go here and he plays f6 and then takes here, we really are giving my opponent, like, they're getting a pretty big center. I don't like that. I really don't. So if I just castle, let him play f6, yeah, I think I'm just gonna castle. I'm gonna play f6, and then I don't want to help him. I don't want to give him a big center. So let's castle. f6, maybe even just like rook e1, lining up with the king and queen. And then we could think about, I don't know, but I think it's really important. My plan here is to keep something on the e5 square. So I might not have that big of a center, but I do want to keep something on the e5 square. I think that if I understand the London system in this position to some degree, we're playing and we're fighting for the e5 square. Now my opponent's trying to chip away at it with f6. He shifted his focus from like attacking it to attacking it with a pawn. So I just want to make sure that if he does attack it, I'm going to replace it with another piece and just clamp down on that square so that, I don't want to allow e5 ever. All right. Fair enough. He's getting the bishop out. Can I get a piece there? Because that'd be nice. Yeah, not really. Not easily, at least. Wait a second. Whoa, wait a second. What if I played that? What if I played c4? Just chipping away at a pawn that's protecting those squares so that I can maybe try to... Is it worth it? Or should I just bring the rooks over? Oh, hold on. b4. That knight is almost trapped. It wins me a pawn at least. b4. The knight has only one square and takes. So b4, knight e4, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen takes. This obviously is going to become a weakness, but I would be a pawn up, so let's go for that. Running a little bit low on time. But my opponent, actually, well, just a couple minutes behind my opponent. No meetings at work today? No, I didn't miss any meetings at work. I'm on my lunch break, and yesterday, I mean, it wasn't entirely my fault. I had a meeting, and it just wasn't on my Google Calendar, so I told my boss, there was no meeting on my calendar. No, we're nice and tranquil here. We're all good. Just can relax, drink some coffee. I like this game so far, though. All right, so obviously takes. We're up a pawn. We still have control over this e5 square. This pawn's very annoying. And then, we're gonna have this weakness, but let's see what we can do about that. We can look to push. Definitely gonna be, these files are gonna be opening up. I just want to make sure that this, the knight can't jump anywhere. The bishop can't attack my queen, so this should be fine. And then, these files are going to open up. So rooks to the D and C file, probably the D file first. Again, I see the point here, but it just seems like my opponent's playing too many slow moves. Because while you do that, I'm going to be improving my pieces. So you can play G5 if you want to and go for a kingside attack, but I'm going to come at your throat if you do. I'm going to go there. There. Ooh, what if bishop e3, he can't push. That is going to be a very annoying bishop. It's a question between my bishop and my knight. Who wants the d6 square? And it looks like Mr. Bishop wants it. I could just play this, though, also. And if here takes, it opens up his rook. I don't really want to do that. If he wants to go g5, we'll throw this in, like, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I can go rook d1. And I will make my living off of that square right there. I don't believe in my opponent's kingside attack. He has no pieces on the king side. All of his pieces are on the queen side, and they're about to get thrashed. Like, you can push this pawns if you want to, but I'm coming for the jugular here. And we're up a pawn, so there's that. So this is, yeah, I don't usually play like this where I'm just putting everything on that, because it is an isolated pawn, right? But I know that, like I said, when I play black against like Queen's Gambit or whatever London system, I hate this. I hate it. I hate when my opponent has this. It's really uncomfortable to play against. And I don't typically do this, like, so I'm gonna start paying more attention to that idea, because it seems to be going, oh, there we go. I'm not missing anything here, am I? No. You know what's funny is that that bishop is probably even worth more than the rook. I'll still probably take the rook, I guess, just to, like, we're up a pawn, now we're gonna be up in exchange, but that would be one monstrous bishop. However, I prefer taking control of the open d file. I almost don't want to close it. It does make it harder to attack these weaknesses, but I would like to go c4 and then c5. So what if I go takes, I guess king could take or queen takes, and then we can't play c4 yet, but that queen just walked into a pin. Unless he takes with queen. So let's take, not much thought there. Take and say thank you, and then bring the rooks to the d file. I'll be a little bit careful about these backwards pawns, but knight can't jump anywhere, so this is looking pretty good. Rook here, double the rooks up, eventually play h3. This knight could improve. I guess, well, it's kind of important protecting that e5 pawn, but eventually I might look to move my knight around. And actually, I don't think I'm going to go c4, c5, because this weakness is, for the moment, not all that easy to attack. I could actually just go, you know what, I could just go rook d3. I did that. a4 could be a move eventually. Let's just see. Rook d3. If he moves the knight, he could eventually go for bishop c5, and I don't like that. So here, if the knight moves, I don't know, like, really, he could only go back here, and then he's attacking the pawn. I mean, I could even just bring the queen here. Yeah, that looks pretty dangerous, to be honest. This looks good. I want to make sure I'm not messing anything up here. And then we're slowly going to add pressure. The bishop on d7. So, like, if he moves the knight, he's not attacking anything. I'll move the queen over to protect, and at the same time, we're getting ready to build an Alekine's gun. You guys know what the Alekine's gun is? Alexander Alekine, is that his name? Okay, so one problem here, though, I want to be careful. Queen d3 is better because we don't want to be hit by knight f5. So, hold on, let's see. I think actually rook d1, because if he takes, he just loses the bishop on the spot. If we go here, he can hit me with bishop b5 and improves his bishop. I don't like that. And if I go here, he hits me with knight f5. Don't like that either. And it's kind of hard for me to keep protecting. So I think I'm actually just going to go rook d1 and see where his bishop wants to go. Because if he goes here, well, if he goes there, then we're trading down, and that should be good. Just want to make sure here. Got plenty of time on the clock. F6 no longer really matters at all. Is there anything better? I don't think so. Let's just look at this from Black's perspective. This sucks, dude. This, like, does not look fun to play against. Alright. We could even throw that in first. Let's see. Check. Just trade down. And then this is much easier to defend. Should I do that? Check. Takes. The rook is... no, that's not a good idea, because then mate is hanging and my queen's hanging. So... if I go here, knight f5, that forks me. That's not good either. Here, there, then we can throw the check in. Check. Takes. We trade everything down and we should be good. So he's probably thinking he can just go hit me with bishop c5, but it's too late because I can go check, takes. There's no knight f5 to hit us. We should be okay. And there's no, more importantly, I think at the end of that line, there's no back rank mate hanging because we'll have traded everything. But yeah, I'm up in exchange. I'm up 3 points of material, but I do still have to win the end game. So that's okay. My end games have been pretty solid lately. Hopefully I didn't miss anything here. Oh, dude. Well, yeah, I kind of did. That's annoying. That move's really annoying. And I can't really play c4. I'd have to play c4 now to prevent that, because if he goes here, knight d5, c4, then he can take, and he hits my queen, and that... Well, maybe that's okay, actually. Let's see. Knight d5, c4, takes, and then check, and then we trade everything off. Uh-huh. Yeah, I think I misplayed this. I need this file to be open. Here. Takes. Wait, we can still do that, right? Here, and if queen takes, we'll just trade the queens off. Trade everything off. And if I go here and then bishop takes, then we'll throw in check. That should still work. Check, then he's forced to trade everything. And then we have a bishop on c4. We'll have given up one of those pawns, but really is kind of a weakness anyways. So let's do that. Just double check. I'm not... He goes here and then takes. Same thing, I'll throw in check and trade everything either way. And then with the material advantage, we should be okay. Holy crap, you really gotta work for this. Really gotta think. These are not like easy games where my opponents, you know, just make terrible blunders and mistakes. I'm telling you guys, like, go look at Tyler 1's games. They're insane. People, it's like, no offense to little kids, but it's almost like you're watching, you know, like a 12-year-old or like a 10-year-old, but like a pretty good 10-year-old that just is like, yep, I'm gonna just sacrifice this. I'm just gonna, it's like crazy. Whereas I play London system, and so all these games are like usually pretty damn boring, and there's no huge blunders and mistakes typically. Oh man. If he takes... Right, yeah, no, if he takes the knight, I said that I would just trade everything off. Takes, then take the bishop. Would love to hit 1800. Would love that. I think actually I'm at my peak rating right now, which is, to be honest, somewhat sad, but because I've been doing this for a while now. Yeah, so I still have to win this endgame, and that's kind of annoying. And this pawn is hanging at the end of it, but we can protect. We're just gonna go, I'll just go a3, I guess. And then here, well, this is actually more precise, I think, because then the knight's got to move. This pawn is okay at the moment, and then we fork the knight and the pawn. So I think it's important for the rook endgames to, let me just take a second here. Yeah, that should be good here. I think it's important for the rook endgames to not defend. Don't be passive and defend your opponent's threats. Like, I could get stuck trying to like, oh no, he's going to take my a2 pawn. But like, look at, I mean, I'm absolutely dominating him. This is a bigger threat because I'm threatening a piece, so he has to address that. And then you can take the a pawn, that's fine. I'm going to keep taking. If you like all of a sudden started defending, you can really quickly lose an endgame, actually. Like, even with this, you know, material advantage, I could still probably throw the endgame easily. I'm up 2 points of material, and this is definitely enough to win, but like 300 or 400 elo points back, like let's just say I was, I don't know, like 1400, they'll lose these all the time. I would lose this position easily. You could pay me to do it. You could bet on me doing it, and I would probably like blow the endgame. So it's just something I've noticed. Obviously, the pawns are important in the end game. You gotta make sure that you're either gobbling up your opponent's pawns or you're not losing your own pawns. This bishop is a little bit annoying because my king can't get out, and he wants to. I'm gonna have to like move. Thanks. Here, and I'll grab that pawn, and then this is weak. Takes. Too bad, I could almost skewer. Actually, a3 might be the best move here. a3, how is he going to start attacking that pawn, and then he still has 2 pawns that are hanging? Should I just do that and not give up any of these queenside pawns? So if I takes, knight takes, a3, you know, maybe he goes here, takes, takes. Wait, no, what am I talking about? He can't take there. Oh, dude, I'm hallucinating. What is going on? He can't take this. He could take here. Yeah, let's just take. Just take all those pawns. Work so here, and then we'd have a pass pawn. I could just keep taking, but then I don't see the point in that. It gives him some counterplay with that pass pawn. I think that's more important. So here, if he defends the bishop, I'll grab the pawn. If it takes. But I also want to clear up this. If I get to attacking this pawn, it's not going to be... Tough choice. This could be a mistake. Taking on f7 was either the way to go. What did you do to reach this elo? I'm 1480 now, but the progress slowed down a little bit. Do you have a training schedule? One moment here. I'll just grab the pawn. Takes. Here. I actually was stuck at 1500, I think, for quite a while, and then one moment here, I'm kind of thinking at the same time. Don't want to lose this on time. And then I think what really helped me, I'm trying to think, was tactics. Obviously, you gotta get your tactics up. That'll go a long ways. Openings obviously are always important. Some people argue that they're not, but if you like play, you know, certain openings that have theory, you definitely should know the openings. And so openings to some extent, but for sure, I would say tactics are going to be the big one. Okay, so he's defending. He can never really gang up on this pawn with that knight, so I'll just start activating my king, I think. Although I could also just... I don't know. If he snaps that pawn off, do I care? That's annoying, but if he wants to take my knight and double my pawns, I'm just gonna let him. I think I should still be able to win, but yeah, that's annoying. All of this is annoying. Okay. What if we go check now? And then here. Check. He just covered up the bishop so I can get that square, and now I can try to get this pawn, I guess. So yeah, tactics are a big one. Tactics and endgames. Start setting your endgames. Okay, this is dumb. I think I fucking Jesus, I misplayed this. This was stupid. Don't play like me. Don't play the endgames like me. This was ridiculous. My opponent, I'm only up really like by 1 right now. I need to be careful of that. I do not want to get my pawns forked, so now I need to find a way to, like I can't attack my opponent's pawns. Maybe h6 at some point just to take that away so I can kick the knight out. But this was dumb. And if I lose, I swear to God, I'm gonna be out of myself. Here, there. So. This was really bad. Might go here. He might try to... Okay. Want to be careful not to get forked, obviously. Don't want that to happen. There, we'll go back just to make sure all those pawns are protected. One move could cost me the game, so just gonna point that out. I have no way to like kick the king out from there. Like, it's probably just a draw. It's gonna be hard for me to defend both these pawns. I guess maybe I could like try to get the rook to g3, but yeah, maybe if the rook gets over to g3 and then I somehow manage to like get my king in, but I don't know. Because my king would have to go up this way. Otherwise, like, okay. This is ridiculous. I totally misplayed this. Can't even go there. Yeah, but personally, I don't really have a training schedule. Lately, I've just been filming these videos on my lunch breaks, and then I just like at night I have better things to do, quite honestly, than play chess, because I can get pretty well. Sometimes I play like blitz and stuff, but sometimes it's kind of a waste of time. I like when I can like consciously just like sit down. All right, I'm gonna do like 2, 3 or more rapid games, have a cup of coffee. That's how I like to play. And at night, sometimes I'm just like so exhausted and that. This is not looking great for me, I'm gonna be honest. Can he find any way to attack this pawn? No. So we really only have one move there. As long as he can't get to that pawn, that would not be good. The knight would have to be here, and that would not be good. So now I think that f4 would be good to play. f4, and then I can maybe hope to like unravel, fix these double pawns, get my king closer. Gotta be careful of my rook to not get forked. Now it looks like my opponent is not going to give me that. If I go here, is he going to repeat? It sucks that the king grabbed the square. The king has control of all these, and I can't attack him. Maybe I could try swinging the rook around. Maybe. But like if I go here, doesn't seem that great. I hope I'm not blundering. Very risky. Here, takes. Ooh, I don't know. Let's do it. I don't know, I'm either winning or losing, but at least this allows me, this takes away some squares, and I should end up getting that pawn back. So I'll move the king up this way. If he gives me a check, I'll just take, and then gives me some options to try to get in there with my king. If he pushes, we'll take, and then, yeah, okay. Fuck, he's just gonna... No, he can't do that. He can't do that. He has to take. Okay. Now... Maybe we'll check again. This is, yeah, this is probably just a draw. I might even offer a draw to my opponent, because as far as I can tell, it's a draw. And I have 20 seconds in the clock, so like, what are we going to do here? I guess I could try going around my king, but I guess things should draw or not. Let's play it out. Let's learn. Here, shit. I'm gonna go around, because now the king is in the way of the pawn that would need to protect that. So this pawn could get loose at some point. Oh shit, but here. Make sure I'm not getting forked. The king is cut off. Thank you, Mr. Rook. And I'm going to try to, yeah, infiltrate this way and hope that he can't protect this pawn. Then maybe I have a chance to win, but I don't think so. I think this is still just a draw. Holy shit, this game was really long. I'm like, yeah, already almost done with my lunch break. Alright, I'm going to play. Wait a second. If I take... There are no forks, right? Oh. I'm gonna play this out then. Maybe I can make something happen. Probably not with two double pawns. Yeah, this is... Hey. That might have been a mistake. I need to get the king up now to be able to get king g3 in. I was going to attack this pawn, but he can just push it, and then I'm in a bad situation. Here, takes. Check. If I go here, am I getting forked? No. My king needs to get active, dude. I need to tell this king to, like, take a hike. I'm gonna offer a draw because, like, I mean, unless my opponent, I don't know. They did blunt. Well, no, actually, I don't think this was actually a blunder. And then that rook move might not have been the best move. Unless they blunder their knight, this is a draw. So, like... Because at any point, yeah, I don't know. I'll play this out. Think I can win this? I have got a text message from another YouTuber. Pillaging Pony Chess, said he liked my stream and my videos and my jokes. Cool. All right. I probably should have gone all the way back to the rook. Honestly, for the sake of time, I might offer a draw here because this could last a long, long time, and I'm pretty sure this is a draw unless my opponent blunders big time. And if anything, I have more chances of blundering a fork. I'm gonna offer a draw. Yeah, it's a higher rated opponent, and this could take ages, and I think theoretically this is a draw. If neither opponent blunders one of the pieces, it's a draw. So that's pretty cool. Holy shit, that was a pretty solid game that I just played, though. Check this out. Let's see here. So 90.8% accuracy and 90.6 by my opponent. I thought that I was actually winning at some point, and I was. So this is going to be a big lesson here. I gave away a serious advantage, so that sucks. Okay, anyways, but I had 0 blunders, 1 miss, 1 mistake, 1 inaccuracy. My opponent had 4 mistakes, 4 inaccuracies. Yeah. So maybe is C3 better? Knight f3. Oh, knight f3 is still better. Yeah, but then it like leads to you just literally giving up your bishop. If they go here, yeah, it's just like great. Love this, guys. Thank you, computer, for this awesome opening, for giving my bishop away. No, thank you. All right. Yeah. So a6, as I said, was not a great move. Just unnecessary and kind of slow. Okay. Computer more or less agrees with all this. And the b4 move, which was a pretty important moment. That's weird, though. Why would I do that? Okay, e takes. Like, let's just say queen takes. Bishop d6. Wow, this is beyond my pay grade. Okay. I just wanted the free pawn. One in exchange. So, like, I'm winning. I'm up by 2. Not all that much, surprisingly, but still, I am winning. I thought I had this. This is crazy. So, like, here, I am... At some point, I was up by... It says I'm up by 4? 4 points? So, let's just take a look at this. When did I really make a big mistake here? There. Rook takes a6. I guess I needed to just... hold on maybe to my pass pawn. Knight d2 and get really what here. Knight d2. Okay, and then it takes, then we have a passer, so we can't really, like, you could take, but then, and if not, we play that. Also, it doesn't allow him to take and double our pawns. So, okay, so big mistake here. Everything was pretty solid. And then going here and taking on a6 and giving away my pass pawn was like immediately, yeah, it was a big mistake. And this was a mistake as well. Like I said, I let him take that knight. He didn't do it right away, but then ended up doing it eventually. Yeah, this was, I misplayed the endgame. And this is a draw. Yeah, this is a draw. I don't think at any point any of us blundered like big time. Yeah, draw. Okay.